Welcome students. So in last class we have read about equations of motion. There are three equations we have read. Number one is V is equal to U plus AT. Number two is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And number three is V square is equal to U square plus 2S. Today we will see or we will read some applications of that equation, or we can say different cases that come out from the equations of motion. Clear? Okay. So case number one is body starts from rest. When a body starts from rest, what should be the equations of motion of that body? So when the body starts from rest, we can say u is equal to 0. Initial velocity u is equal to 0. There will be final velocity. Final velocity will be v. And acceleration will be a. So if we put these values, we can see that first equation of motion v is equal to u plus at. Putting u is equal to 0, we can write v is equal to at. This is number one. Second equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here u is 0, so we can write s is equal to half at square. Clear? Next, third equation, v square is equal to u square plus 2s. U is 0, or we can write v square is equal to 2s. Clear? Okay. The second case is the body or moving body stops. When a moving body stops, condition 2, when a moving body stops. Moving body stops means initial velocity will be u. There will be some initial velocity of the body. Final velocity v will be 0 because the body is stopping. And when the body stops means its acceleration decreases, or there is decrease in velocity. There is decrease in velocity means acceleration will be negative. So here a will be minus a. So what we can write? First equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Put v is equal to 0, or we can write 0 is equal to u minus at, or u is equal to at. Minus this side, minus this side, minus u will come this side, so it will be minus. And second equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here u is there, s is equal to ut minus half at square because here a is negative. Third, v square is equal to u square plus 2s. Here v is equal to 0, imply that 0 is equal to u square minus 2s, or u square is equal to 2s. This is the equation of motion of a body which is moving and comes to at rest. Next case is case number 3 for a freely falling body. So when we consider the freely falling body, in order to make the body fall freely, we have to take the body up to a certain height. As a result, the body will attain some height. At a certain height, the body will be at rest, and after that the body will start falling. Suppose this is the ground, the body is here at a height h above the ground. So for a freely falling body, I have kept the body here. So for the freely falling body, we can say that the initial velocity will be 0 and acceleration will be g. Why? Because the body is falling freely under the action of gravity. And the distance travelled, suppose the body is falling freely, body falls down. So from here to here will be the distance covered by the body, which will be equal to the height of the body. So distance s will be equal to h. So we can write the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. We can write v is equal to gt, u is equal to 0, a is equal to g. Similarly, s is equal to ut plus half at square. For u is equal to 0, we can write s is equal to half gt square, or h is equal to half gt square also you can say. Third equation, v square is equal to u square plus 2h. Here imply that v square is equal to u is 0, 2, a is g, s is h, v square is equal to 2gh, or we can write v is equal to root over of 2gh. So this is the expression for the velocity of a freely falling body on reaching the ground, or velocity of the freely falling object. Now see here, velocity of the freely falling object is equal to root over of 2gh. That means it depends on acceleration due to gravity as well as height. So if a question will come that if two bodies are there, one body will be 5 kg, another body will be 3 kg, both will be thrown or both will be dropped from same height at the same time or simultaneously. So which body will reach the ground first? See here, as the both the body will have the velocity v is equal to root over of 2gh, both the body will attain same velocity. As a result, they will reach the ground in same time. It means the velocity of a freely falling body does not depend on its mass. Don't think that the mass is responsible for the time taken by the freely falling body to reach the ground. But this formula is applicable only for vacuum, not in general purpose. Because suppose we will drop the body from any height, and there is air friction. You can say we'll drop 1 kg of iron and 1 kg of cotton. Obviously there is air friction. As a result, so iron will drop, will come faster than cotton. So in case of a vacuum, if both the bodies are dropped simultaneously in vacuum, both will attain same velocity, which will be equal to root over of 2gh, and both will reach the ground at same time. Is it clear to you? So you will solve the numerical problems from your textbook. Any doubt arising, you will message me. I will try to clear your doubts. Also share this video to different students, to different people, so that in this pandemic situation the students will get benefited. Also, those who have not subscribed my channel, subscribe, and whatever the question or whatever the doubts arising in your mind, write in comment box so that I will clear the doubts in next video. So thank you everybody.